How is everyone doing? This is R2G ready to game, and in this video I'll be talking about some tips and tricks on Crash Nitro Kart Fueled for mainly beginners who are trying to get better at this game and are failing and they're rapidly getting demolished on online or whatever it may be, and they basically, or just people who just want to get better at the game in general. I will be listing right now on the screen so you guys can see what I'll be talking about. Without further ado, let's begin this. Now, first thing we're going to be talking about is boosting. Now, as you can see at the very bottom of there on the left side, you can see that it's going up. Now, of course, I failed there. It can happen, which I'll explain now in a second. But that bar right there on the left, that's the most important thing of this game. You need to basically learn how to drift, how to boost. That's basically boosting. So there's two different type of boosts. There's the boost that you do by drifting, which is done by holding L1 or R1 and then moving the analog stick to the left or right, or pressing the direction pads, whatever one you prefer, and you basically time it. So while you're holding, let's say for example I hold L1, I hold L1 and then I can see the boost going up. There's two lines, as you could see there. You click R1 or L1, as I said, depending on whatever your preference is, and you time it. So now there's goods, there's also bad, which is the fail that you've seen before, or there's also perfect. Now you basically want to aim for perfect all the time. You know, perfect is gets you the more boost. It's a lot better. Everything's goes a lot more faster for you if you go with perfect. Now that doesn't mean you have to get perfect all the time. It can happen that you don't. As long as you get good is what matters. So that is basically boosting in a nutshell. It's just drifting, hitting the right timing, and as you can see you go faster, and as you can see right now I finished and she's not. Now we're off to speed maintenance. So now as you can see on my boost bar right there, you can see that I'm slowly going back up and back down, back up and back down, and that's because I'm building up my boost, waiting for the timer to go, and right when the timer hits I will fill it up. As you can see right there, timer hit and I get this instant boost of a lot more speed. Now as you can see straight away I'm first. As you can see she's in 8th basically. Now that's not a part of speed maintenance. You want to get a good head start, because whoever gets the most boost, the most speed is going to win the game. It's basically, this game's all about speed. Now what you guys must know is with the boost and speed maintenance, how it connects together is that while you boost, you have two different types of boosts in this game. You have the reserve boosts, and then you have the normal boost that you get in the actual game while you're playing. So as you can see, there's the speed boost pads or the drifting that you're doing, things like that. But there's also reserve boost, and reserve boost is while you're drifting. There's a little bar that obviously you can't see really, I've noticed, when you play in split screen, but when it's just you will see a bar, and that bar will fill up. It's like a blue bar, and basically that's your reserve boost. Now while you drift you gain more of that reserve boost. That's basically making you faster in general, even without the actual boost, like a hidden boost in that sense, like a boost in your back pocket if you want to put it that way. And basically if you keep drifting, that's the more you get. But the catch is this: you must not hit nothing or get hit by nothing. So that means even the little touch of a wall, even the little touch of anything at all, will make you lose that reserve boost. So you need to be very careful. So that's why you have to be sharp, make sure you drift accordingly, make sure you're doing well, and you will see the speeds that you'll end up getting. Like as you can see right now, if you look on the map, as you can see I'm fucking miles apart, so there's no chance of them getting me. So basically what you want to do is you want to be boosting and also have speed maintenance at the same time, and while you mix these two together, not bump into anything and keep drifting and keep going forward. As you can see clearly onto the screen, as you can see the right side is not boosting at all, it's just moving around sluggish. As you can see me, I'm going speed, and that's all this game about. You need to get in your head, if you do want to be good at this game and you want to develop skills into this game, you want to just be thinking about speed. You want to be drifting non-stop and you'll see that you'll end up going first. You see that you're starting to do well, and you'll even enjoy the game a lot more. For me, I enjoy the game a lot more when I start doing better. But when you're winning, basically, I mean, who doesn't? So now that is speed maintenance. Now we're going to go off to U-turning. So now we're going to be talking about U-turning. So with U-turning, it's a little trick where you basically press your square button, and when you press the square button, and now here's the thing, you cannot use the analog stick with this. You must use the directional pads. You have to use directional pads. So you either, well, basically what you do is you press the square button, and then you hold back, so the back button, and then either left or right depending on where you want to go. Now these are mainly for sharp turns. When you really want to take a sharp turn, and for example it's going to be platforms into the game where you're going to need to take sharp turns because there's no walls, there's no one to protect you, and you're going to fall off. And if you fall off, people are going to, especially the fact that they still have their boost, they're going to speed past you, and there's not really a hope for you anymore then, you know. So it's very difficult technique at the start till you get used to it, you know. Especially took me a while, especially, you know, I like using the analog stick. So with time you will get used to it. Okay, I will start using, because what I did, now I advise this if you get into the game, is start off by using directional pads, because you're going to get a habit of using the analog stick and it's going to feel very weird for you to use the pads. But I mean, other people like using both. It all depends on your preference, like using both. I've changed from analog sticks to directional pads because I've noticed that it has boosted my game up a whole lot more. So that's basically U-turning. So you hold, if you're on PlayStation, you hold square and you directional pads down and then left or right depending on where you want to go. So that is basically U-turning. And now off to some tips and tricks about shortcuts. So shortcuts are very important in the game also. Every map has different shortcuts. You know, I'm going to show you a few shortcuts here as well, as you can see into the game, so you memorize them, that you know where to go and what to do next time if you do play on the map. Basically, if you take a shortcut and you're also speeding, you have such an advantage because you've already cut off so much of the map. That's why when you're playing the game and you're already on the second lap and the person's already finished the game, you in your head you're like, how, there's no way you got that fast. It's because of, as I said, consistency of boosting and speed maintenance. And shortcuts are very important. So I'm going to show you a few shortcuts here and basically get you an idea of the difference of, as you can see on the left side, that I'll be taking the shortcuts, and as you can see on the right side, my girlfriend will not be taking the shortcuts. So now I hope we can wrap this up. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you guys learned a few things, that you guys now have a good head start on what to do in the game, how to get better, how to improve your skills. And if you guys do enjoy these videos with beginner guides on any game, if you guys want me to do beginner guides on even, for example, Tekken characters, if you guys, you know, because I'm seeing that you guys do enjoy my Tekken montages, if you guys would like to see any beginner guides on, for example, characters, even the character that I was using, things like that, just hit me a comment down below, let me know. Or even more Crash Nitro Kart, if you guys would like more guides on this, just hit a comment down below. I will get to you as fast as I possibly can, and hope you guys enjoyed the video, and take care and peace.